Hi everybody, good morning. We have so much to update you on. If you have seen our latest video, then you know partly what I'm talking about. Yes, we are expecting. I am pregnant with baby number 4, due the end of April. Today I am currently 10 weeks along. I go for my first midwife appointment in 4 days, so that'll be exciting. Get all of the blood drawn and all that fun stuff. I will not have an ultrasound that day, but I should have an ultrasound the following week. So I'll be able to update you guys on that once that happens. But we are just so excited. We couldn't be more thrilled. The kids are excited. They're very much looking forward to it. Nora's convinced that it's a sister. So we are going to be finding out the sex of this baby early on, as early as we possibly can. We didn't find out with Aaron or Nora, and we did find out with Samuel, but that was kind of a last minute decision that we didn't find out until I was probably about 30 weeks or so. And we found out with him because of the kids. They were really curious and really wanted to know, and Nora was convinced it was a girl then too, so we thought we needed some time to kind of prep her if it wasn't a girl, which was a good thing, because even after Samuel was born, she still thought that he was a little girl because she was just so convinced that she's gonna have a sister. So with this one, we want to find out early as well. You know, that way we can prep her either way. So this baby is going to come at a good time gig-wise. We're due at the end of April, so we have a little bit of time to recover before summer gig season really kicks into high gear. I've never been pregnant like for holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving, and actually even come to think of it, Halloween, because Samuel was born before Halloween. So this is a whole new world of excitement for me. It's also been a little different because I do get morning sickness, which is more like all day sickness. With all the kids, it actually gets worse at night. Samuel was probably the worst all-day sickness so far. I don't really remember with Aaron too much, honestly. I remember being sick and not feeling well, but you know, we had no other children at that point, so there wasn't a whole lot of housework that needed to be done or that was multiplied by tiny humans at that point in time. So so that experience kind of all blocked out, I guess. And with Nora, I remember experiencing it at night. Samuel, I remember it being so bad all day long. And I don't know if that was coupled with other things going on at the time in life that was kind of factoring into that as well, like myself and my own body emotionally and things like that, if it was adding to that or not. Yeah, it was really bad with him. With this baby, around like 3 o'clock is when I start to feel it really coming on. Obviously I feel it a little bit in the morning, but 3 o'clock it really starts to come on. By like 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, I like can barely move anymore and I'm ready for bed. The story of how we found out that we were pregnant: we just had gotten home from a weekend gig. I think we were in Iowa that weekend, I want to say. We came home Sunday afternoon, and I had to use the restroom, and I was supposed to start my cycle that day. But I don't know, I was just feeling off that weekend, and I thought, well, you know, since I have to go to the bathroom anyways, I might as well take a test. Because I have like a bunch of those, you know, bulk order ones, because, you know, it's what I do. I have them on hand. So on a whim, I just took one of the tests, and it turned really quickly. Like it was supposed to take 20 minutes to get a result, and like within under 5, it was already showing 2 lines, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go. So, you know, it's kind of funny. Like I was half expecting it, half not expecting it. You know, I mean, I knew that there would be a possibility, but didn't think we were successful this time around, but we were. So that was a fun evening. That was entertaining. And we told the kids the same day because we're terrible at keeping secrets like that, so they all knew too.
Mommy and Daddy just found out some news a little bit ago.
You're getting a new baby?
What would you think if that were the news?
I don't know. A new puppy?
No, not a new puppy.
You're getting us toys.
No.
Oh, that's how much we give up.
What would you think if Aaron was right?
You're getting a new baby?
What if we were?
Would that make you happy or would that make you sad?
Happy.
But
Is it gonna be a girl?
I don't know. I don't
We
know.
don't know.
I don't know.
So we're actually having a new baby.
Yes.
We're having it.
Mommy's pregnant.
We're having a new baby.
Yeah.
We're gonna have another baby.
Oh my goodness. You're gonna make me throw up if you get 10 million.
No,
We're not gonna hit 10 million.
I just hope it's a girl.
I know you do.
We're gonna find out. We'll find out with this one as soon as we possibly can, okay?
I really hope it's a girl. Okay, but it's alive. It's alive. So I'm right.
You're right.
Right. The following weekend then we had to go to Idaho. We were gone for 2 weeks and I was still feeling off like while we were gigging in Idaho, but it was still pretty manageable. After Idaho, we took kind of like a longer way home so that we could go through Yellowstone for a couple of days. And that Monday, after we were done with Idaho, and we went to Salt Lake City on Sunday. And then Monday, where were we? What park was that? Oh, Teton, Grand Teton National Park is where we were on Monday. And I was so sick. I was throwing up and I could not go on the family hike. I just laid down in the RV and slept and I felt terrible, and even thinking of it just makes me sick because it was just so terrible. It turns out that we all ended up being sick that whole week at some point in time. So everybody except Aaron. Aaron was the only one that didn't get sick. So go figure, right? That was so weird. So I think maybe he was the carrier and he passed it around to all of us. Like literally me, Nora, Samuel, my sister, my mom, Nathan, and my dad all caught it. And we're all sick at some point on the drive home. So much so that by the end of the week, we were like, we just want to get home. It was terrible. But we made good memories too while we were gone, so that was good. Aaron got to see Old Faithful, which is something that's been on his list of things that he's wanted to see for such a long time, so that was good. So yeah, we got home. I would have been about 8 weeks then by the time that we got back home at that point. And so the nausea subsided some from that day that I was really sick, obviously, because I think I must have had something else on top of everything else, because the actual act of being sick doesn't happen as often. I'm always nauseous, but nothing necessarily becomes of it. I just feel like poop, which, you know, I guess I'd rather that than actually physically, you know, vomiting. I guess that's the lesser of the two evils. Even though I feel like doing it all the time, I'm not. As far as other life updates, I realized that I have never done a final walkthrough of our house after it's been completed. And I do have a lot of backlog of videos I have from time when we were in Canada this summer in July, and I have a bunch of miscellaneous house fixer-upper videos as well. So I will be posting videos from that backlog, as well as hopefully every like Monday or Wednesday, like once a week, I do want to post a pregnancy update video as well. So there'll be some like flashback videos from the backlog of footage that I have, some current videos. I've been putting off doing the house tour video because there's still a few projects that we're working on. Like the basement is totally filled with boxes of all the toys and the basement's not done or anything like that. We haven't chosen the backsplash for the kitchen. There's just some odds and ends projects that I was kind of thinking we'd wait to do the walkthrough on, but then I got to thinking, you know, part of home ownership is just making improvements, hopefully, on your house as you're living there, and making changes gradually and things like that. So I'll probably do the walkthrough soon, even though there are some things that aren't completely finished yet. But I do want to get all of the reno videos edited first before I do the walkthrough. So I'm thinking what I might do, because the reno videos, I would take footage of some things and then I forget to tape some things. So I think what I might just do is like one big construction montage of whatever it is that we have left, as far as what you guys haven't seen yet of footage for the house. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do, because otherwise they'd just be a bunch of like 2 or 3 minute videos probably of random things that didn't necessarily show start to finish. I don't know. So I will probably end up just doing that to make it easy, and do it all in one video, and then do the house tour in the next video after that. So stick around, be on the lookout for that. So I guess the last thing to do is to show you my 10-week pregnancy belly with baby number 4. I will say that I did get back to my pre-pregnancy weight before I got pregnant, like literally like just before, like 2 weeks before I got pregnant, got back to my pre-pregnancy weight that I was with Samuel, which was actually 10 pounds heavier than my pre-pregnancy weight, like when I got married before we had Aaron, pregnancy weight. None of my clothes fit me though the same way that they fit me before I had Sam. And so that was, something that I was dealing with, and just trying to embrace my new body after 3 kids. I have, since getting pregnant, I have lost a couple more pounds, just from the nausea and just not feeling well. Which is typical with all of my pregnancies. I usually lose about 4 to 5 pounds the first trimester, and then I gain it all back and then some come the second trimester. That's kind of my MO, because then at the second trimester I feel great and I'm like, oh, the food, I need all the food that I missed out of the first trimester. So I do still have like a little belly left over from Sam in particular, and a little bit of Nora. But hey, it's my body. It grew 3 babies. It's working on growing a 4th baby, and that's one of the things that I am working on myself with, embracing that it's not gonna look like it did when I was 22, and that's okay, because my body's done amazing things, and our bodies are amazing at any size and in any shape, and just trying to make a focus of just being healthy, and that's the most important thing. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in and show you baby number 4, week 10 pregnancy belly. Okay, so here is from the front and from the side. Got a little bit of a baggy shirt on today. And then with the shirt up from the front and from the side. So yeah, just a little leftover stuff because this baby's still down this way. But that's about it, guys, and I will see you in our next video. Talk to you later. Bye.